guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a kind of like a Q&A and talk to you guys about my shitty dating life, to be honest. But I just feel like I haven't vented to you guys in a really long time. I got very nervous about making videos where I like kind of speak about my life like in a deeper level, just because I don't know if people around me watch my videos and I don't want to like expose them, but also like this is what I do. So it felt like sitting down and talking to you guys about how I dealt with a breakup and how I kind of healed from that. So I just wanted to give you guys some kind of advice and how to make yourself feel better. And honestly, the one thing that I would tell myself is not to care what anyone thinks and just do whatever I feel. I feel like if you feel like you can't be in that relationship anymore, it has to be for a reason, and it's better to like address that right then and there than keep being in that relationship just because you don't want to lose the person or you feel guilty or whatever it is. Like, you know yourself why you feel that. And so I just say do whatever makes you happy. Personally, going through a heartbreak was terrible, okay? I was in my room all the time, lights all dark. I think my mom used to come into my room like 6 different times in like an hour just to come and talk to me. I didn't want to be around anyone. I didn't want to see anyone. I wanted to be by myself. I had friends and people texting me. I would never reply. I get very isolated when I don't feel that good, and I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I wanted to be by myself and kind of like reflect on how I felt. I cried a lot, which is, I honestly think that was really healthy to cry. I think it's healthy to cry when you're sad. And I was listening to the song Energy by Carrie Hilson like literally all day long, and that's how I cope with it. I let my emotions, you know, go through it. And I was very, very sad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I was glowing up and whatever. I was still posting and stuff because obviously that was my job. But that was how I dealt with it. And I think that's completely fine. However you deal with breakups is up to you. Everybody heals differently. I don't think you need to glow up on your ex right away. I don't think that's even real. Unless you were like way over them way before. But obviously for me it was a little bit different because of the hate and stuff, so like that also took a lot out of me. But yeah, I think it's very much healthy to cry and let your feelings out. And you know, thankfully I had my mom. I've always been really close to my mom, so I talked to her a lot when I wanted to talk to her. Don't get me wrong, there was most of the time I wanted to be by myself and just kind of reflect on things. And I got really close to my friends. One of them was actually going through another breakup as well, so like me and her became really close during that time. And you know, that's kind of the nice thing about your friends. Sometimes you're both going through things at the same time, and I can find someone to vent to. I always tell you guys to message me even if I don't read it. Like, sometimes writing things down is really good. You know, I started writing, I started reading, and it was really nice because like I hadn't done that in a really long time, and I love both of those things. But I would write my feelings down or read a book or hang out with my mom or friends, anything that made me feel good that day. And sometimes I would go back home and cry, and that was fine because I would still know that like I made the right decision and that eventually I won't feel like this anymore. And now I don't feel like that anymore. So it's really nice to like see myself now, because back then I was not doing too well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I'm on my way to Starbucks right now so that I could ask them to make a drink for someone who just got their heart broken. I'm really curious to see someone who just got their heart broken, but someone that also loves coffee, because I never did this, but I've seen this trend on TikTok, and since it fits the theme of the video, I feel like it would be cute. I get ready for you. Hi, how are you?
Awesome. I'm doing great, thank you.
I have a weird request to ask you.
Nothing's weird here. Don't be shy.
Okay. What drink would you make someone that just got their heart broken but loves coffee?
Oh my god. Let's see here. I don't have any Baileys or anything here, but we can get them like a shaken espresso maybe. We have like a chocolate malt with almond milk is really good. Or you really like our brown sugar one.
I would say surprise, but also,
surprise?
yeah.
I got an idea for you. Don't you worry. You come on up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll take care of
My friend,
Hi, how are
you're
you?
taken care of.
No, please. No, I'm really not. I'm not heartbroken. I just wanted, I'm doing a video and I want, no, please. I'm serious.
You put your trust in me, and we've already recovered it. So don't even worry about it. We already
Okay,
took
then
care
can I
of
pray for the person behind me, please?
it. If you really want to.
No, please. Yeah. Oh my god, you're so sweet. I'm actually doing a video on how to like get over a heartbreak, but I love coffee.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd come and ask.
Absolutely.
Guys, so remember how I told the Starbucks workers that my sister's going through a breakup? Well, they made me a drink. I'm just kidding. But I wanted to tell you guys, it's a vanilla iced oat milk espresso with vanilla ice cold foam and chocolate melted powder. But he said that you could also do hazelnut, which I thought was discontinued, but whatever. Apparently it's not.
Advice I would give is just to take time for yourself.
I think that's a good one.
Just focus on yourself, do you, do whatever you want to do, and don't feel guilty. Like, I feel like if you, like, especially if like they break up with you or something like that, just like if you want to go and date someone really quick, not date someone, but like go out with someone right after, or like hook up with someone, like do you, that's your way of healing. So do whatever, like just do whatever you feel is right to help yourself get over somebody.
Like have this specific, like, I don't know, I feel like when someone moves on really quickly after being with someone for a long time, people get very angry about it, which is like, first of all, it's not your problem.
Yeah.
And second, I know so many girls who have been in relationships for like 10 years and the guy was just not ready to take that extra step. And not saying that there's ever a timeline, but there is things in relationships that you're like looking forward to, like obviously both of you,
the milestone.
Yeah, and if you're not gonna ever propose or like be in that certain level of commitment that the girl is expecting, or even the guy, like I've seen guys do this as well, and then they'll be in like 10-year long relationships and then be with someone for 3 months and boom, get engaged, get married. And that is just how it happens. I've seen it happen many times, and I don't think anyone should talk bad about it. I don't think anyone should feel guilty.
And sometimes it's a
just
blessing.
life.
Because sometimes it just wasn't meant to be, and you find someone better in the end.
I've never mentioned that because I felt like that was on you. Nikki did go through a breakup.
I did, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
I came through it strong. I'm perfectly fine. There's obviously those times where you get sad because like you miss them and it's like your best friend.
It is. It's very much okay to cry. Like a lot of people have this mentality that you're supposed to like, you know, go out and be super strong and post on your stories and like glow up and show your ex what they're missing. And I think that's such a toxic way of looking at things, because you're never, first of all, you're never gonna heal because you're always doing things to impress other people. And second, you're not even happy. Like you're going out, you're posting things, you're doing whatever only because you want to show off to someone else. Like if that's the intention of you doing anything, then I don't think that's happiness, and I don't think you're gonna find it that way. And I don't even understand that like your ex, you know what I mean? Like I don't really see how that's showing off to anyone. And I don't think it's healthy because you're just pushing up your emotions. But like if you're sad some days, or someday something reminded you of like this and that, you don't be so hard on yourself and be like, oh my god, you know, F them and I'm so good like right after a break, because
unless
that's
they
just
really
a lie.
did you dirty, then screw them.
Yeah, well, that's obviously there's levels to it, but I think there's this like stigma that you're supposed to be completely okay and glow up after a breakup and like be on top of yourself like right after it and like show other people what they're missing. And that's just not real. That is just not real. It's
definitely, you
fake.
can glow up, but do it for your own self-worth.
Yeah. I always want to do like girly videos or like story times and stuff like that. I'm not really used to them because I would expose a lot of people around me. I don't even know if they watch my videos, to be honest. I feel like they don't, so I honestly shouldn't care.
They probably do.
I don't know, that makes me nervous because if they do watch my videos, like I don't want someone texting me all crazy. But okay, this question is, do you think the back and forth with Brandon is setting a bad example for you girls dating? I don't think the bad example is the back and forth, as more so just me being okay with being the ex-girlfriend for so long. I definitely don't think that anyone should take after me. That was not right of me. But the back and forth, I mean, we're friends now. So here's another thing too, when you're filming and putting people on your channel, I think it's a lot easier to put people that you know and trust over people that you're like getting to know or meeting, because I mean, you could be putting someone on today and then let's say we get in a big fight, never talk again, and then you guys keep asking about where that person is, and let's say I don't want to address it online. Like, it's just kind of messy to just put new people or whoever you're like starting to see online. I mean, I definitely don't think I would ever put a guy online unless I like really got to know them or really trusted them, or like, oh my god, this question was like fire rocket. Did I ever date Flora, and did we ever go on dates? No. So a lot of people think that I got rejected by Flora. I don't even know where this like story came out of, or that I rejected him and then whatever the situation, and me and him never dated. He was actually the only person to like publicly defend me, which I always will have respect for him for that, because I had a company like not want to work with me anymore because people were sending comments to that company, so we had to stop our collaboration at that time. But him and his like yours truly team were the only people that were like totally and completely more than okay with posting me. So I will respect that forever, because like it's never really about who has your back when you're winning. It's more for me who has your back when you're not winning and you're doing terrible. I was doing terrible at that time. Do you date someone not famous or that doesn't have clout? So let me tell you a little story. I dated this guy and I really liked him. As soon as we met, we were like really hit it off, and long story short, we don't have to get into details, but he was very low-key, and obviously my life is very out there, and I don't think he ever wanted to tell me, and he was pretty supportive, I would say, but he was definitely not into the social media thing. I think he was almost embarrassed of it, which sucks because for me everything that I do is a blessing. So I never really put that in my head of like having to realize that there's some people that won't date me because of what I do. And so I will want someone that's not online. Like, I definitely don't want a public relationship like that ever again, but I also want someone that won't be embarrassed of what I do and like will be okay with like sometimes like even being in my stories or something. I don't know, I don't want it to feel like it's such a secret, and that's what it felt like. And also it could have been because I found out later on that he was talking to someone else the whole time we were together, so that was really nice. But yeah, I would want someone that isn't famous or has anything, but like also understands my life and isn't like embarrassed by it and doesn't think it's, you know, like weird or a bad thing. I want to have a boyfriend by then. This question's funny. Would you be able to handle a relationship with your man having his own teams to cheer for? A lot of people hate me right now because I'm a Suns fan or whatever, but to me that's so dumb, because like when you learn about a sport and you learn about a specific team for years, you're obviously gonna follow that no matter what. Even if I was to end a relationship, I know so much about that team. I invested so much of my time like learning about basketball and, you know, specifically that team, so of course I'm gonna be Team Suns. That's why I'm wearing purple. What is my favorite thing about being an influencer? Honestly, talking to you guys. I feel like I could sit in front of this camera and talk to you guys forever, and like now I just feel like I'm being more open. I think it took a little bit of me, like, you know, with the whole hate and stuff, I think it took a lot from my soul. It kind of broke my soul down for a little bit. And then it's just very exciting. Like, I love to meet you guys, and I want to, like, I don't know, I think just getting to make connections with people all over the world is super cool. It's like my favorite thing to meet you guys, or like in person. I can't even explain to you how happy it makes me when someone comes up to me. I've hung out with like supporters before. I've you know, gone out to parties with them. Like, I'm very like friendly, so if you ever see me, please say hi. And I just feel like I haven't been really honest about like my dating life and how it's kind of been. I've been single for a really long time. Honestly, if you think about it, I've been single for like almost 4 years technically. Like, I haven't been like officially with a boyfriend in a really long time. A lot of you guys want to know about my dating life, and I honestly don't have one right now. I'm not dating anyone, not really looking for a relationship either. I just feel like I'm always the girl that gets in the in-between of right before a relationship. I'm always the girl that it's a little bit more exclusive than just a relationship, but it's not exclusive enough to where I'm the girlfriend. So I hate that. I'm a girl that they like but not enough to be the girlfriend, and then they date someone else and then they realize that they actually do want to get committed. It's not to me. So it's really nice. Nothing to give anymore. So
Jackie's been a thotty. Just kidding.
I wish I was. Literally, when people say that I'm for the streets, I really wish I was. Like, I always jokingly say I had 12 boyfriends. I am so shy.
Same.
Like, insanely shy, where I would see the most hot man I've ever seen in my life and I will never speak to him.
Same.
Ever. Just because I, like, just thinking about, even the thought of having to go and meet with someone and like having dinner, oh. I can't think about it.
I get really nervous.
Yeah,
like so
way
shy.
too
Like,
nervous.
I shot my shot a couple times, didn't go well.
Oh wait, yeah, keep going, keep going. What if you mind
I don't
sharing?
shoot my shots anymore. Okay, I shot my shot at this barista, but I didn't get a girlfriend, that's why. And I went up. Honestly, he gave me a horrible latte, so.
Good, she cut him off, because can you imagine they start dating, I go to the coffee shop, he gives me bad coffee? Oh no.
It was a matcha latte. It was horrible. It tasted just like water. Because I thought he was cute, and I was like, and when he was like giving me my matcha latte, he was like really nice and like friendly, and I was like, okay, maybe he thinks I'm cute or something. So then I asked Scott, I was like, I'm just gonna get a coffee for Scott and pretend like I'm going back in line. Yeah. So when I went back in line, I was like, I gave him like my money and stuff, and I was like, I don't do this much, but like I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if you're single. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so flattered, but I'm actually dating someone right now, but thank you so much. And I was like, it was it wasn't like a bad experience. He was really nice.
Oh, I thought you were like thinking that he didn't actually have a girlfriend.
I mean, maybe he didn't, but maybe he did. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had, yeah, okay, never mind, sorry.
He could have been lying to me, whatever, it's fine. But I was looking cute that day.
I've recently erased my Hinge. Honestly, because here's the thing, I would talk to people, and none of them catch my attention. One of my friend's boyfriends actually told me once, he was like, you friend zone every guy you meet, and that is your problem. And I was like, thank you. I was very hurt by that. But it's true, I really don't know how to approach a situation right. So I'm probably not the best person to tell.
Yeah, same. I feel like I'm not, well, I can be very flirty, especially a couple drinks in me. You got me.
A couple drinks and she's for the streets.
No. But like overall, like when I talk to someone, I do it in a friendly way. Like I don't do it like I'm flirty. I do it like, oh hey, what's up? Like we're friends, you know? And I think that might be my problem, because then they get misled and like, oh, maybe she's taken, or maybe she's like.
It's hard to catch the vibe, so.
Yeah, you know?
Especially on dating apps, you guys. Like, I met some people on there, like, well, I met one guy on there. And just like from the experience of like when you're on dating apps and you're talking to these people, like I feel like you have to be very witty or like very good at conversating or texting or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to catch an eye like that. Like to me, that's so boring. I'd rather meet someone. So that's like why I don't really like dating apps. I just think, and there's so many options. Oh my god.
Also,
so many.
Like if they don't start the conversation on dating, I don't really like dating apps just because I never really find
She's
anyone.
also banned, so
Okay, just Hinge. No, I'll actually tell you guys because I said this in my last video. So what happened on Hinge was that I put my Venmo handle on there to see if anyone would Venmo me.
As if she doesn't use my money anyway. She's out there.
I'm out here trying to get my own.
Yeah,
And then I got banned because that's against
someone reported
the
her.
policies. Just trying to make a quick
And she
buck.
tried to make an appeal and they won't give it to
Yeah,
her.
they won't give it back to me. So mean. I was like, wait, I actually want to see if I can find my love.
That's actually funny. I also want to say, guys, if you are on dating app, guys or girls, you guys should definitely FaceTime before. Be very safe about it. You just never know. Not to say there, I mean, there's a lot of creeps out there. I'm not even gonna front to you guys. Girls and guys, you never know. A girl could be a stalker, a guy could be a stalker, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to be very safe about them. I'm very skeptical about dating apps, to be honest, but just definitely I would say FaceTime before you ever meet any of these people. Always let your friends know, let someone know that you're going on dates. You just never know. So I definitely recommend to be very safe. Always drive yourself or Uber yourself to the
public.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the first time to get to you, because you never know.
First few times,
Yeah.
at least, yeah. Okay, so one of the questions was, do you think taking some time for yourself helped you build your character as a woman? And it definitely did. So I don't really want to get back into the talking about me and my ex. I feel like that's what I keep doing anytime that I try to update you guys about my life, because those are the questions. And to me, it's just very repetitive answers. I mean, we've talked about never getting back together. We've said that we're friends, we're cordial, and I just don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over. It's tiring for me. I'm sure it's tiring for you guys. And when I get in a relationship, this is my downfall. I get very, I'm like 10 toes deep, I guess. I will do anything for that person, and that is my problem. I'm very like, as soon as I really like someone, I will do anything for them. That's just how I am in friendships, relationships, whatever. And so it's not necessarily a good thing, because I realize that I lose myself every time that I'm with someone, because all I do is like devote myself to them, I guess, if that's how you would put it.
You become too codependent.
I'm not even codependent. I'm not codependent on them. I'm just like, I want to be that reliable person for them, and then I take care of everything, I guess, and then it becomes a problem because I don't realize that I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped doing things that I like. I, you know, stop hanging out with my friends or see my family less often. And honestly, like, I know that sometimes comes in early on in relationships when you're first starting to date someone or whatever, but it's a very unhealthy trait. And I'm very lucky that like my friends were, you know, good enough to still stick around, even though that I had neglected time with them, and that my family always had my back even though I neglected time with them. Like, that is very unhealthy, and I do not recommend that ever. And I would say that is my downfall. And so taking time for myself and stepping back and building my relationships again and getting close to my family and all that stuff really helped me, because I think I needed to learn that this was not okay for me to do, and that I can't be that person for everyone that I meet. I can't go 10 toes deep into things. I can't like someone this much and always want to be the person that fixes problems around them. Like, it's not good for me, and it takes a lot out of me. Being by myself, I kind of just had that realization where I'm like, oh my god, like, this is your issue. Like, this is not a good thing to be. I deal with a man, how do you deal with a man who has never had a girlfriend before and is very simple in so many ways? I would do, to spice things up a little bit, because I believe you sent me a message, and you were more so asking kind of like how to spice things up because he's never willing to do anything, I would just say, you know what, like, we've been dating for a certain amount of time and I want to experience things with you. Like, that's the most fun, when you guys experience things together and then you get to see, like, you know, so many cool things, like even going to a park, to the picnic, going to the beach. You don't have to necessarily spend money to have a good time with someone, and you don't have to go on these like extravagant ass dates. Like just really getting to experience, like going to the beach, seeing the seals, like doing something super like lighthearted and small could be so good for their relationship. So I would almost talk to him and be like, listen, like, I know you've never had a girlfriend before and I don't want to feel like I'm demanding things of you that you don't want, but I just need you to know that like this would be very big for me, and if like it would make me very happy, and just see how it goes from there. And unfortunately, like, if he's not willing to do something as simple as like going to the beach with you, I just don't think you guys are meant to be. And that is just, I think, why do people like your feet so much? I'm gonna be honest, guys, ever since I started making money for my feet, I've started looking at other people's feet, and I'm gonna be honest, they're gross. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay.
Oh yeah, I get feet pic requests.
I never realized, this was a thing that a lot of people told me, I never realized that a lot of people don't have pinky toenails.
I do.
Like, no, I know, but a lot of people don't.
Mom doesn't. Oh my god, that shit's scary.
My feet are really cute, so I think that's why. I don't really know.
Jackie's feet are her toenails. It's just her toenails. If her toenails were different, then they'd be ugly. For sure.
What? Because your toes make you money.
Like,
so ladies, sell your feet pics. I tell this to everybody, even men.
They don't even care if they're gross, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki can do it. If Nikki can do it, you can. Can you fly me out? I actually get this question all the time about people like flying people out or like paying for people's college. So I'm genuinely curious how rich you guys think I am, because I feel like to you guys I'm literally a multi-billionaire. I get asked this question all the time. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.